here, Rotary clubs throughout the world are dedicated to one thing. That's serving other people. And we have adopted a task to eradicate polio throughout the world. And we're that far away. We've gone out and raised thousands of dollars to do that. Our job is to give pure water throughout the world. But more importantly, we look for people who give of themselves without expecting a thank you. In fact, I call them VIPs. Not very important person, but they represent value, integrity, and pride. And Jacob, come on up. I have to tell you that when I heard what Jacob has done since second grade, I'm impressed. Second grade, you took out a book to figure out how to make balloons or animals from balloons. And it became a fundraiser. And that fundraiser has benefited the Marblehead Shelter. Mrs. Van Dorp, would you like to say something in terms of that?
Jacob has helped us out tremendously. We have a shelter on Village Street here in Marblehead. The town lets us use a building, but we're all volunteers, and we all have to raise the money. The town doesn't give us money. And we adopt out close to 150, 200 animals every year. And it takes a lot of money to do that. This young man, at such a young age, took it upon himself to raise money for the shelter, figured out how to do it, did a lot of negotiating, I think, with some of the store owners in town at that young age so that he could stand out there and make balloons and have people make donations to the shelter. When he started, the word got out that this is what he did. And for a very short time, I was sort of his agent. I was getting calls. Do you think he'd come to Melrose to do that? Do you think he'd come? It was incredible. And he helps out on the 4th of July activities. I think he's one of the busiest young men in town now with his business, his balloon business. So we are just so pleased with what Jacob has done. He has raised a lot of money for us over the years. He has helped a lot of little furry animals find good homes and get good vet care. And we are just delighted that he chose us to be the group that he was going to raise money for, and we appreciate it very much, Jacob. And he used to be shorter than I am. Times change, so we are just delighted with what he's done for us. And we know someday, even though he said he wasn't going to become a vet and give us free vet service, it's okay, but someday I see that Jacob is going to be doing some really great things, and we're going to say, we knew him when he was raising money for the animal shelter. He's a wonderful young man, and we're just delighted that he's helping us. Thank you very
much. Right? And I have to tell you, the Academy should be very proud of Jacob. He stands as a great representative of youth. Thank you, and we're going to be having you join us at a Rotary meeting for breakfast in front of 60 community leaders and business leaders, and they're going to thank you. But personally, great job.
Thank you guys. Stay up here for a second. Stay up here for a second. We'd like to invite your parents both up. They're right here. Where's Mom and Dad? Make their way up to the front. So I wanted to read your words that you wrote to me about the story of this, and we're then going to keep you up here, and you guys can get into this stuff. Sure. Cool. All right. The story of the balloon kid. At the end of second grade, Jacob's Judaic studies teacher challenged Jacob's class to stick their necks out and be giraffes for their communities. This was part of Tikkun Olam, repairing the world. Jacob loves animals, so he decided to help the Marblehead Animal Shelter, a no-kill shelter run entirely by volunteers. Having taught himself to twist animal balloons, an 8-year-old Jacob sat outside various locations in town and asked passersby if they would like a balloon. They were free, unless the customer would like to put a contribution to the shelter in his homemade canister. Soon, Jacob became known as the Balloon Kid, and was asked to twist balloons at children's parties, town events, and other celebrations. He is now has business cards, a special shirt and hat, a balloon apron, which you guys have here, and a loyal following. And so since July 4th, 2008, Jacob has raised almost $6,000 for the Marblehead Animal Shelter. And by the way, FYI, Jacob has also donated his time to Community of Friends, the All-Star Foundation, Penny Bear Foundation in memory of Hunter Craig, CJP, Hillel, the JCC, Temple Emmanuel, and so many others. So we want to give you one more round of applause. Thank you. So if you guys want to start us off, we're going to start with the candle blessing.